Thanks, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. It'll be the Nets off the tip. So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. Luka and Kyrie are the talented backcourt. Grant Williams out there with Dwight Powell. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Yeah, making the smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
Thinking back to one of the most fun runs in the NBA, Grant, those early 2000 Mavs teams.
Oh, I played against those teams, and they were incredible offensively. Of course, you had Steve Nash running the point, Dirk and Finley on the wings, and the pace they played with, they were well ahead of their time.
Johnson passes to Claxton. No good, a bit long that time. Doncic with it. Claxton picks him up. Pass to Jones. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Grant, this Nets team trying to set their identity at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, well, with the players they have on the wings, led by Mikal Bridges, they have the personnel to be disruptive. Long, mobile, and switchable. They give you lots of trouble.
And here's Johnson. Back to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
All talent there from Bridges.
Pass to Powell. Jacks up a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Screen by Claxton. To the wing, right side. Again, the Nets score.
Nice pass by Bridges. Just keeping his options open out there.
Jones sets a screen. Irving with it. Doncic deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Irving, the pass to Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the drive. And Doncic hammers it home.
Capable of slicing his way to the basket. All Doncic needs is a sliver.
Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Bridges. Finney Smith, a screen. Launches the 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Sends it home from 3-point land. Irving's got 6.
The fire that Irving plays with, admirable. I mean, and you can feel it. When you make a 3 on him, it's payback time. He's coming at you.
Nice shot by Finney Smith.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Jones with a screen on Bridges. And he lobs it up. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Boy, with the basketball IQ of a 15-year vet, Doncic makes plays that even veterans struggle with.
Well, Clark, when you talk about Doncic, he came into the league with a ton of experience under his belt.
And I think people undervalue the experience of being a pro at the age of 16. It wasn't the NBA, but it's still professional basketball that he played in Europe. And that seasoning and that competence competition and that being refined in the fire allowed Doncic to step into the NBA unfazed.
One thing you can count on with this Mavericks team, they shoot threes
all night long if you let them. I mean, near the top of the league for attempts beyond the arc. They do it every chance they can get. You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Jones with a screen on Bridges to the paint. They swipe it. Fast break, Brooklyn. For three, Dinwiddie. The putback. Powell pulls it in. And it's Powell with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 5-point game. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Then he drops the first. Jones hits them both. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Dinwiddie passes to Johnson. Pass to Finney-Smith. Now Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 6. Some solid defense from Williams.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. It's the... And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
On the court right now for Dallas. Luka and Kyrie are the talented backcourt. Dwight Powell out there with Grant Williams, and it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, absolutely an offensive focal point is Luka Doncic, a high usage rate, but he said, quote, it's basketball. This is my work. It's amazing. Every night I step on the court, it's fun for me. Brian, he loves it so much. He said in the past, quote, I couldn't live without this game. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. For 3, Dinwiddie. Well, Clark, we're in the era of the scoring point guard. Who's the best one going in your mind?
Well, I think you got to start with Steph. I mean, he is just so unbelievably remarkable in his shot-making ability everywhere. People obviously target his three-point shooting, but he, to me, is the greatest shot maker that we've had in the game when you look at the totality of what shot making is. There's nobody that has mastered shot making in every way the way Steph has.
Pass to O'Neal. Screen by O'Neal. To the inside. Claxton. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
The size mismatch makes that a high percentage look.
Jones sets a screen inside.
Hey, there's no denying it. Kyrie is a score-first guard, but he's a better passer than he gets credit for.
Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. And they're pushing it up. For 3, Powell. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 6 assists in the game. The Nets have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Pass to O'Neal. Here's Johnson, defended by Jones. Claxton attacking, and that one is stuffed right through.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, you can play over the top. I think you've got a big advantage.
There's the drive, and it's Bridges with the jam.
Yeah, nice take from Bridges. Love whenever he takes initiative on offense.
From deep, here's Doncic. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
And without a superstar scorer, Grant, the question has always been, how does this Nets team generate enough offense?
Yeah, well, hero ball is not going to work. I mean, they've got to push the pace and trust one another and go from good shot to great shot. And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks. Timeout called. Brooklyn. Simmons is checked in for Claxton. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Cleva with a screen. And Watford pulls it down. The Nets have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Simmons with the bucket.
You know, to me, it looks like Simmons is sometimes better at scoring through contact. Excellent concentration there.
From the arc. Hardaway, no good. And so it's Simmons with it. He brings it up to the Nets. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. For 3, Hardaway. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
And there's the rejection. To the paint. Here's Lively. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
It's Simmons with a drive. Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Hardaway's shot is good.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is given.
Here's Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
They get it back. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Walker for 3. Knocks down the triple. And it's an 8-point Brooklyn lead.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Here's Thomas. That'll count. And that's not going to go. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Nets out in front. They lead by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Dallas has gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far. They've got Trendon Watford, Cam Thomas out there with Lonnie Walker. Then it's Ben Simmons, and it's Whitehead in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Jacque Vaughn. And if you're looking for a knockdown shooter from distance, look no further than Seth Curry.
Well, not many guys have... What you say?
My goodness. Come on now. I think this is what Simmons loves to do more than anything. When he's looking to score, he wants to get all the way to the rack.
For 3, Hardaway. Here's Lively. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Thomas passes to Simmons. Now here's Walker. Back to Simmons. Pass to Watford. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Thomas. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Nets lead by 5. The Mavericks have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Now Hardaway. Down low. Here's Lively. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
For 3, Hardaway. And it's Thomas with the rebound. The Nets have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. On the attack, Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
The slash ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive cutting mentality.
To the inside, Lively. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
A full line change here for Brooklyn. Irving for 3. Rebounded by the Nets.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And the basket by Bridges.
Oh, productive from back there. Bridges showing the range.
And Irving, the bucket on the assist from Doncic. Irving's got 8 points.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
You know, Clark, when you think about the history of this Dallas franchise, one man stands out. That's Dirk.
Yeah, he's worthy of a statue for sure, B.A. He played all 21 seasons of his career with the Mavs. He was the first European MVP in league history. And then in 2011, he helped bring an NBA title to the Mavericks, beating the LeBron Wade-led Heat team.
Williams, a screen on Dinwiddie. The turnaround, Jay. Outside Jones. Here he goes. Oh! What a hammer!
Oh, man!
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Johnson against Irving. 6 to shoot. The Nets need to get off a shot here. The shot by Johnson, no good. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 9.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Bridges misses. Dallas has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. And now they decide to foul intentionally. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Williams finds Doncic. And he was fouled while in the act of and they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after
the previous play is under review.
In a lot of these calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Doncic against Dinwiddie. Pass to Claxton. Finney-Smith with it. He takes it in. Back to Claxton. Out to Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Finney-Smith. Gets the 3 ball to go. Finney-Smith's got 6 here in the quarter.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
You got to enjoy watching Bridges take over. Games like this prove how lethal he can be.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. Well, and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was the choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter. Luka and Kyrie are the talented backcourt. Grant Williams out there with Derrick Jones. And it's Powell in at the 5. This one for 3. Pass to Claxton. It's Bridges on the wing. Puts up a 3. Jones grabs the board.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
And it's Irving missing.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Three-pointer, Bridges. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
For 3, Dinwiddie. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Bridges passes to Johnson. Now Dinwiddie. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Pass to Finney-Smith. The 3 hits the trifecta. Finney-Smith's got 9 points here in the second half.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the 4th. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
For 3, Bridges. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Finney-Smith passes to Claxton. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. A full line change here for Brooklyn. Here's Simmons off the inbound pass. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
He gets it in there.
Well, I think he's the ultimate point forward. Simmons has the skills of a point guard, the size of a 4-man, and is terrific off the bounce.
Doncic on the wing. Williams passes to Doncic. Outside for Irving. Back to Doncic. A shot to stop the run. Outside, Williams to the middle. Pass to Jones. With the clock winding down. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Powell doing a nice job recognizing when to give it up. He, to me, is the epitome of a value utility player. Knows his role.
Left side, Simmons. Pass to O'Neal. Here's Watford. Wing shot on the way. Jump shot is good. Watford's got his first 2 points.
Just look at the score differential in this one. I mean, a truly commanding and dominant performance here for the Nets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
Another miss by Doncic.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Simmons looking around. That three's off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And stolen by Simmons. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Irving with a deep three. Knocks it down from distance.
Doesn't matter if he's well guarded or not. Kyrie knocking it down from deep.
Pass to Watford. Here's O'Neal. Watford with a screen. Takes the three. Unable to get that one. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous
a very exciting matchup.
And you know, Kev, it feels like we could say that for most matchups these days, right? The league is so heavily laden with talent at the guard position. I feel spoiled.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. The front court is McDaniels and Towns. And it's Reed in at the center, filling out the middle. Conley gets the bucket.
Boy, Mike Conley, the ability to change gears on the drive, that is pretty.
Bridges against Edwards. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Claxton. Misses off the left iron. Pass to McDaniels. From deep. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Bridges outside. For three. Rebound, Minnesota.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And GA, this Nets team, kind of slim on the interior, don't you think? How can they be most effective?
Well, you've got to press that advantage as far as quickness and get out and run and challenge opposing bigs to cover you in space.
So it's the Timberwolves now. After the basket by Brooklyn, Towns sets the pick for Conley. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Bridges finds Dinwiddie. Claxton with it. Looking for McDaniels. He gets it there. And they're on the break. Out to Edwards. That's the free fly. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Guys, I think Anthony Edwards has got all the makings of not only a star in this league, but a superstar. Big frame, can score it, can board it, can handle it. Put him in any position on the floor, this guy can be successful.
So much fun in the doors to watch. Anthony Edwards on the floor. This kid is electric.
Kevin, this guy is part of the next generation of great players. When you look at the rising stars in this league, he's got to be near the top of that list. Unbelievable offensively, 3-level scorer, and a guy who will get down and dirty on the defensive end. What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it.
Dinwiddie wide open. Misses the 3. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Leading by 5. Here's Reed, and again it's Minnesota.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
On the wing, Bridges. Edwards defending. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. A minute 50 left in the first quarter of the game. Conley kicks to Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Over Claxton. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Picked by Finney-Smith. Dinwiddie drives in.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
The pass to McDaniels. Fires from deep. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
On defense, Minnesota, 6-point game. Passes it to Finney-Smith. The three from Johnson. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul. We've got 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Conley. Pass to Reed. Towns down low. Claxton covering. And it's Towns missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
So on the floor for Minnesota, the front court is McDaniels and Towns. Anthony Edwards out there with Shake Milton. And it's Reed in at the center position. And with Dinwiddie on the court, Doris, they've got a pretty good facilitator out there.
I think it's probably one of his more underrated qualities, to be honest, Kevin. Spencer obviously can handle it, he can distribute it, and he can keep an offense running smoothly. Most often we associate this guy with scoring, but don't sleep on his passing skills.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Spencer Dinwiddie has talked about buying into his role. He says you have to have confidence that's borderline irrational, but a perspective that's very realistic. You've got to know who you are. Kevin, he adds that he's not attempting to be a Mount Rushmore type guy, but a talented player who can help a winning team.
That's a good perspective, David. Thanks for the story.
Yeah, Dorian Finney-Smith has the ability athletically to finish near the cup, and he does so there.
Bridges against Edwards. For the three. Reed misses.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
From deep, Johnson buries the long-range jumper.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
The three-pointer is right on target.
Oh, that is a stone-cold three by the Ant-Man.
Johnson outside. It's stolen by Edwards. By himself, and Edwards with the stuff.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now, here's McDaniels. He's covered closely. Towns in the corner. There are many ways to build a team, as we know, Doris. Do you prefer building around a star or a more team-based approach?
I think, Kevin, what we have learned unequivocally is that it is not just about collecting talent. Certainly, you need star players to win in the NBA. But so much of this is about how do the pieces fit around. There is a reason it is a team sport, Kevin. Don't overlook the role players around those stars.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets.
Oh, man, you know he would love to have that one over.
That's a two-pointer from Walker. Misses off the right iron. Minnesota leading by 6. There's 1:47 left to play here in the half. Nice shot by Gobert.
Well, this is exactly where Rudy Gobert looks to score. The more dangerous he becomes, the closer he gets to the basket.
And Simmons slams it in.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay? All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
Now, here's Brown after Ben Simmons' miss. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Gobert. Tries again.
Ben Simmons, one of the most skilled guys at pressuring the basketball. Long arms, excellent instincts, and the work habits to get it done. My goodness, a little athleticism, a little extra on it, Mr. Gobert.
Here's Thomas after the basket by Minnesota.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Now, here's Brown. Scoreless thus far. Gobert in the corner. Driving to the basket. And it goes down 2 points. Gobert's got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves.
That's the length and the stride of Rudy Gobert on the deck. Woo-hoo-hoo. Big man, go ahead.
O'Neal wide open. Off target with his 3. And so we wrap up the first half. Timberwolves lead by 8. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And Doris, we know Mikal Bridges famously traded for Durant, but it's interesting. Durant was Bridges' favorite player growing up.
And Kevin, it's always interesting when there's a connection between the idol and the guy who is idolizing him. But give Mikal Bridges credit. He has come into his own as a star. This guy has proven to be a capable offensive player and is one of the truly legit defensive wings that you have got to plan for.
Here's the screen. Back to Dinwiddie. Out to Bridges. There's the triple. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Bridges has got 8.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy's dangerous as a shooter.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Bridges sets the screen for Dinwiddie. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Gobert, it's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
For 3, Bridges. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Cuts off the pass. And the Nets decide to take their first timeout here.
Started.
So for the Nets, Royce O'Neal's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Walker comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Thomas subbed in for Dinwiddie. Now, here's Thomas. Pass to O'Neal. Lets it go with a three. And rebounded by McDaniels. Timberwolves leading by 7. The pass to Reed. Back to McDaniels. From outside the arc, it's good from long range. 11 points in the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. O'Neal is screen on Edwards. A kick out to O'Neal. Shot clock at 5. Walker the pass to Claxton. The Nets need to get a shot off here. From downtown, Minnesota with the rebound. Well, here we are talking about Timberwolves greats. One player standing out to me, and Doris, I know to you. It's Kevin Garnett.
I don't think there is any debate that KG is #1. He is Minnesota's all-time leader in points, assists, rebounds, steals, and blocks. My goodness, what a career.
Walker's shot is off.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
McDaniels passes to Conley. Fires the 3. And it's Towns missing.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Thomas. Over to the wing. Claxton finds Walker. They set the screen. Back to Claxton. Another shot. No good at the rim.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Reed the pass to Towns. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Simmons comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Trendon Watford subbed in for Cameron Johnson. 26 seconds left in the third. Now here's McDaniels. Guarded by O'Neal. 4 on the shot clock. Another miss by Minnesota. To the inside. And Simmons slams it in.
So impressive is the athleticism of Ben Simmons.
Outside Edwards. There's the 3. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. Go ahead. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
The previous play is under review.
is that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
He doesn't get the second one. And he nails the third. On the wing, Walker. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Boy, when he is contesting shots, you see the potential on the defense.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here to set up his teammate. And how about the setup this way?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And a look at the five for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. Reed is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Conley in at the one. Edwards inside. He's against Bridges. And Edwards with the stuff.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Now here's Conley. Takes a three. The rebound by Johnson. Finney Smith with it. Bridges outside. Stolen by Conley. A steal. Takes the three. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Outside, Towns. McDaniels kicks to Reed. Towns dishes to McDaniels. Reed the pass to McDaniels. Back to Reed. Shoots over Bridges. McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Conley the pass to McDaniels. Right side Towns. Outside Conley. 6 to shoot. Off target from three-point range.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And Simmons kicks to Bridges. Passes it to Claxton. Nets passing it around, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. Timberwolves leading by 13. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's foul number 2 for him. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's McDaniels. Johnson with the block. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back. That's good, and Johnson with the assist.
My goodness, defense was there, but Ben Simmons makes that finish look easy.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Towns the screen. Edwards kicks to Towns. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
And so it's Minnesota with it, following the bucket by the Nets. They set the pick. Edwards passes to Reed, shoots the three. Simmons pulls it in. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Here's Finney Smith, and he makes good on the way.
This is what taking care of your body and strength training will do. Finney Smith powers through the contact.
Outside Edwards. Reed finds Edwards. Out to Conley. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Reed misses.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. They set the pick. Pass to Reed. Edwards looking it over for the three. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Here's Claxton, defended by Towns. Now Finney Smith. Claxton the pass to Simmons. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Ben Simmons in the clutch. Man, that has to feel good.
Over to the left wing. Reed kicks to McDaniels. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Timeout called, the Nets. They're trailing by 5. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That's your take, guys.
Yeah, they got to get straight to the hoop, then a foul immediately.
And here's Johnson outside, off on that one. And so the Timberwolves take the win. They seem to relish. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
tip-off goes to Minnesota. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. They have their two big men out there, Towns and Gobert, working inside. Edwards at the 2 with McDaniels at the 3. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make threes. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
And it's Doncic missing. McDaniels against Jones. Towns a screen on Jones. McDaniels from long range. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Minnesota has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Clark, last year, Luka Doncic averaged over 32 points a game. Second best in the NBA.
Yeah, you can't ignore the fact that he also led the league in usage rate too, B.A. It's the Luka show in Dallas. However, after missing the playoffs last year, it's pretty clear Doncic needs some help. Irvin knows exactly when to let that shot go. He's a knockdown threat from deep for sure.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. It's Edwards on the wing. He's guarded by Irving. Picked by Gobert. McDaniels from long range. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Conley passes to McDaniels. The 3 is up. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Connects from downtown.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's McDaniels. 12 points for him. Sinks it from distance.
McDaniels with the big answer.
Doncic against McDaniels. And that one is hammered home.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Minnesota in the lead.
Derek Jones Jr. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And so the ball out of bounds. Jones touched it last.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Conley passes to McDaniels. Towns a screen on Jones. Puts up a deep 3. Doncic pulls down the board. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Mavs. Trailing by 4. Irving, no good. Outside McDaniels. From deep 3-point range. Offensive rebound. Conley passes to McDaniels. Shot clock at 5. From deep 3-point land. Goes up with it again. And the play by Towns inside.
Throwing that weight around. Towns with 2 bonus points there.
Jones with a screen on McDaniels. To the inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Now here's Doncic. No points yet. Jones with a screen on McDaniels. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the ball out of play. The Timberwolves will have it.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
1:07 left in the first. Outside Edwards. Jones against McDaniels. Pass to Towns. Outside Edwards. Fires the three. And another three for Minnesota.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Oh, wow! Plenty of room for his trademark slam.
You could tell once he saw the crack in the D, you knew what was going to happen.
And I tell you what, he does not squander those chances. I mean, he's always going to punch it home with that kind of chance.
The kick out to Conley. Towns for three. Back to Conley. McDaniels against Jones. The fadeaway. McDaniels can't hit.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Outside Conley. The three is up. Pure from three-point range.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Edwards at the 2 with McDaniels at the 3. Inside, we got Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Josh Green is becoming a key 3-and-D wing in Dallas. Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki said, quote, he's a great defender already. He's athletic, he plays super, super hard, and now he added the three-pointer to his game. Obviously, that's one thing he needed to get better at. He puts in a lot of work. Brian?
Well, you can see it. It is absolutely paid off. Thanks, Allie. Pass to Edwards. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. When you discuss the Minnesota Timberwolves, what would you say about their front office, Grant?
Well, B.A., they want to be as competitive as possible. Whether it's who they are drafting, trading for, or signing in free agency, this team's goal is to be taken seriously out west.
Gobert, no good.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
He drops it from range.
I think Kyrie is really frustrating for the defense because he makes it look so easy and his shot is so natural.
Here's Gobert. The kick out to Conley. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Conley.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
Dallas has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. And the shot's good by Irving.
Hey, you need a big night from one of your stars? I introduced you to Kyrie Irving. He is lethal and able.
The shot by Conley, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Jones. Outside for Irving. Pass to Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Second chance shot. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And Grant, players often looking to exaggerate contact. You like the new idea to call techs for flopping?
You know, B.A., it's even better than the fines they did in the past and posting it online. I mean, with the tech, now it's hurting you on the court. So if you ask me, it's long overdue.
And Edwards puts up a deep 3. Towns for 3. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. And Dallas with possession. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
From deep. Jones grabs the board. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for Dallas. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Throws it up high and stolen by Edwards. McDaniels from long range. No good on that one. 7 for 12 now.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And Irving gets it to go.
I got a question for you. How do you defend Irving in the pick and roll? He's so quick, and his ball handling is so good, absolutely, virtually impossible.
Edwards for three. Drains the triple. Edwards has got 6 points.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
McDaniels passes to Gobert. Towns for three. The Mavericks pull it in. Lively's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Irving looking around. Pass to Jones. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. For three, Conley sinks the tray. He has 6.
Gobert can look over the top of just about any defense right there. He delivers a nice pass.
And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Minnesota in the lead. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Anderson with a screen on Kleba. Here's Alexander Walker. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensive.
The 3 from Curry. Reed with the rebound. Here's McLaughlin. Over Kleba.
Takes his defensive work seriously. Hardaway Jr. proving to be a difficult stopper.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. We'll be right back with you shortly. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. One of the stories here, Jaden McDaniels getting it done today.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Maxi Kleba out there with Tim Hardaway. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Exum in at the 2 spot. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. Even though the Timberwolves made the playoffs in 2023, Grant, they had their share of trials.
Yeah, B.A., they had to integrate new players. I mean, Cat missed 51 games due to a calf strain. There was that incident with Gobert and Kyle Anderson. And, of course, Jaden McDaniels fracturing his hand.
For 3. Hardaway, no good. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Reed, a screen on Hardaway. Here's Alexander Walker. The 3-pointer off the mark. The Mavericks have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. To the right side. Reed sets a screen. 4-3. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Dallas has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Hardaway, the pass to Powell. Drops in the 3. Powell's got 6 points in the quarter.
Powell playing with a lot of confidence because he knows he has the trust of his teammates. They've got confidence in him to take these shots.
Reed, a screen on Hardaway. Alexander Walker with the bucket.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Here's Exum. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. It's Brown on the wing from outside the arc. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Exum, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. You know, the fighting spirit Naz Reid brings to this game is really something, Clark.
Yeah, I tell you, he's a guy that is dynamic and electric, plays with great passion, and has a way of getting everybody fired up. He's an injection of energy for his team and the buildings he plays in.
Anderson for 3. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 5th rebound in this one. Hardaway, a good look. Dallas, no good that time either.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
And here's Brown for 3. Here's McLaughlin. He's checked by Kleba. Here's Alexander Walker. And it's off from three-point range. The Mavericks have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. For 3, Hardaway buries it from 3. Hardaway's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
You know, with good shooting form and technique and a knack for scoring, Hardaway Jr. is confident with the deep ball.
Up top, Powell. Reid defending. For 3, Hardaway. Hauled in by Brown. Now here's Reid. Tight defense on him. Pass to McLaughlin. Launches a 3. Another miss by Minnesota. And it's Powell with the ball for the Mavericks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Reid sets a screen. And here's Brown for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Powell will screen on Brown. For 3, Hardaway. Again, Hardaway missing. And for Minnesota, they're shooting only 39% so far in the game. Pass to Anderson. Reid to screen on Kleba. Anderson for 3. Hardaway grabs the board. And here's Dallas. They're on a 14-6 run. And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks going with a whole new group out there. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Irving for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Here's Edwards. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got 4 rebounds now. Irving fires from way outside. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Let's go with a 3. Williams grabs the board. Jones from outside. Oh, at the buzzer! Wow!
I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. The Mavericks on top, leading by 3. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there for him.
Assist goes to.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for Minnesota. Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. They have their 2 big men out there, Towns and Gobert, working inside. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. Gobert with a screen on Irving. Edwards can't hit.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
McDaniels passes to Conley. Outside Edwards. Fires for 3. The Mavericks pull it in.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And Doncic puts up a deep 3. Williams from long range. Towns with a rebound. The Timberwolves trail. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Gobert with a screen on Irving. Edwards for three. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Towns a screen on Irving. Edwards a pass to Towns. Conley against Doncic. Pass to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. Got a piece of it. And we're going to have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
Puts up a deep three. They get it again. Kicks it out Towns. Takes a three. Lively grabs a miss. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. This one for three. And Irving with the basket on the assist from Jones. And now it's a 9-point Maverick lead. Conley passes to Gobert. Outside Edwards. They need this. Knocks down the long J.
Didn't take Edwards long to get those 3 points back. Right back at you.
Edwards against Irving. The three. Nails it from 3. Irving's got 11 points in the quarter.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Gobert with a screen on Williams. Towns has got room. Here's Gobert. Doncic grabs the miss.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
McDaniels can't hit. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Hits a three-pointer.
Boy, his flair for the spectacular has you holding your breath every time Kyrie has the ball.
Edwards for 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him, and just came up short on the triple. Hey, this was exactly the kind of game Coach wanted to see from them. High effort, great play at both ends, gets the win for the Mavericks.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kyrie Irving.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
McDaniels against Jones. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Towns a screen on Irving. Towns outside. 5 to shoot. Fires in the triple.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Launches it from deep. Towns can't get it to go. Here's Dallas now. They're on a 20-6 run. Irving for 3. Doncic passes to Jones. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Gobert. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Staying strong against the defense. Rudy insists on getting that shot on.
Second free throw, no good. And Dallas with possession. They lead by 14. On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Edwards. Left side, Jones. Williams from long range. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Here's McDaniels. No good. And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. A clean win. And all right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellum.
And it's the Mavericks to start out. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. He's out there with Nicholas Claxton. Mikal Bridges out there with Johnson. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Bridges shot. Good.
This demonstrates how confident Bridges has become. Knows he has a green light to fire away.
Greg, here we are watching Claxton. Who does he remind you of?
You know, Kevin, defensively, he looks a lot like AD out there. Similar builds, and Claxton can also handle the ball a little bit. Just want to see if this guy can develop an ability to play facing up to the basket.
Now, here is Irving. Jones with the screen on Dinwiddie. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
We sometimes forget how solid Irving is when it comes to his passing. Great find there.
Bridges for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Bridges against Doncic. It's stolen by Johnson. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And a miss there on the triple. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. To the paint, here's Claxton. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
The defense got crossed up, and Bridges takes advantage with that pass.
And one thing you know about Claxton, he's not going to waste his opportunity.
Yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in this league, and he's all about getting quality, high-percentage shots, Greg. He doesn't force shots that aren't there for him.
Finney-Smith passes to Claxton. Good tee by Williams.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Jones. Out to Doncic. Over in the corner, Williams. Back to Doncic. Pass to Jones. 5 on the clock. And there's the bullet down!
Way to get up.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with the nice feed.
Now here's Bridges. He has 6. Good on the triple. Bridges has got 9.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
He's just adept at gutting the defense in these sets. Give Doncic a passing lane, and he'll thread the needle.
Offensive rebound. Out to the right wing. Johnson with a screen on Williams. To the inside. Johnson, the pass to Claxton. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. He's got 5.
How about Johnson with the hot pass? Good job seeing that open.
Jones with the screen on Bridges. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And then Jones with the jam.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Bridges kicks to Finney-Smith. Bridges outside. Goes up the baseline. Second chance shot. The shot's good from Claxton.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Jones with the screen on Bridges. Inside. Bridges with the steal. Dinwiddie left side. And Jones over to help. And stolen by Irving. Jones drives in, and it's good. 2 points.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Bridges, no one around him. Bangs home the trifecta.
Just look at those stats from Bridges, and he is feeling it.
Doncic against Bridges. Jones sets the pick for Doncic. Throws it up high, and then Jones with the jam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Here's the 3. And the Nets another three.
Love the way Bridges moves that ball around. Always comes out of his hands crisp, on time, and on target.
Doncic passes to Jones. Bridges against Irving. Here's Claxton and the powerful one-handed slam.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
Six seconds left in the first quarter. Johnson in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. It's the net. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nets?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie in a point. And then Jones with the jam. RJ, so much goes into extending an NBA playing career. What was the key for you in your long career?
Well, for me, physically, I had to start doing more things away from the game of basketball. Doing yoga, doing strength training, but also the changes mentally. I went from a 20-point-a-game scorer to a guy that was getting 3 or 4 shots a game. You have to be able to accept your role and then star in your role. And for me, I just love doing that.
Mavericks trail by 8. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And then Jones with the jam.
And you gotta respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
Bridges shot good. Maverick shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. And he's going to get whistled for that foul. Gee, that was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Jones. And Simmons with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 9. Boy, Brooklyn GA did all they could to assemble a championship team, and look what happened.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, you take your swings in this league, and sometimes it works. Sometimes you have to retool, and they still have some good players to build around.
It's stolen by Jones. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Floats it up for Williams. And the slam by Williams. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Brooklyn. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, one of the toughest things NBA referees are asked to judge are carrying violations, where the ball comes to rest at mid-dribble. Now, Warriors coach Steve Kerr says they've been doing it ever since Allen Iverson convinced the referees that it wasn't a carry. It is a carry, but the whole league's been doing it. Kevin?
You're right. We've seen it. David, thanks. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
And at his size, all Simmons needs is prime-time positioning, and he's golden. A fantastic dunker.
Fades back. Got that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Exum.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Now the pass to Watford. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And here's Walker outside. Thomas passes to Watford. Walker surveying the floor. And it's Thomas at the elbow. Pass to O'Neal. 5 to shoot. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
and I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And originally undrafted, Royce O'Neal's hard work, Richard, has certainly paid off.
Yeah, he's really smart defensively. You can match him up against any opponent's best scorer. And then on the other end, he can help space the floor.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Simmons.
Oh, my goodness.
Man.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
A kick out to O'Neal. A second chance effort. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Walker the pass to Simmons, and he makes that one. Simmons got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
And the closer Simmons gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes. I love watching him in attack mode.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we've got more in 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You have to like what we've seen from Jones.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
The star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. Grant Williams is out there with Derek Jones, and it's Lively in at the center. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Greg, what a remarkable run from the Dallas Mavericks in that 2010-11 NBA season.
And some say it's the toughest title any team has ever won. When you consider the juggernauts they took out, including the big three of the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals.
Here's Lively. Off target from outside. Brooklyn leading by 18. For three, Bridges, and the Nets another three.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Now here's Irving. Still yet to score. Puts up a deep three. They get it again.
And Bridges' teammates appreciate when he goes after offensive boards because they know how athletic he is.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Bridges with the steal. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. Finney Smith can't get it to go. For Dallas, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Williams, a screen on Johnson. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Hits the three-point bomb.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by the Nets?
Bridges for three. Here's Claxton. Dinwiddie outside. Just 4 to shoot. Good, nice job down low. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Here's the lob to the hoop. Ball stolen. The three from Johnson. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And when it comes to Luka Doncic, he's simply, Greg, one of the best players in the entire game.
no question about it. He's a threat to record a triple-double every time he takes the floor. As versatile and dangerous a player as there is in our league. It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Dinwiddie passes to Johnson. Here's Claxton. He's guarded by Williams. A putback, and Bridges able to finish. Bridges has got 22.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And it's blocked. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And the three off target. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. 1:19 left to play in the third. Lively's shot is off. The Nets have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Dinwiddie outside. Finney Smith with it. Williams picks him up. Irving with the steal. They need this. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 8 here in this one already. For 3, Bridges. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. On the wing, Irving. Dinwiddie covering. Williams a screen. Irving from long range. Sinks the triple. Irving's got 10 points.
A capable shooter from distance. Give Kyrie space to fire, and he does not pass it up.
Pass to Finney Smith. 26 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
3 points.
5 points in the game.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Bridges shot. Good.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable, taking and making his share of threes.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Brooklyn ahead, opening up a huge gap. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Lonnie Walker is out there with Thomas. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Watford in at the 4 spot. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Outside for Thomas. Jacks up a 3. And no good that time. And here is Powell. Fires for 3. Out to Hardaway. The 3. Drains the three-pointer. Hardaway has got 6 here in this quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
The tray. And again, Tim Hardaway Jr. Hardaway has got 9 points now in just the second half. Here's Simmons. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
That's on Dante Exum. And despite the KD-Kyrie era fizzling out, Richard, you saw this firsthand. Brooklyn proved they are a destination franchise.
Yeah, just getting KD and getting Kyrie to sign was a win for the Nets. It proved that all-stars will go to Brooklyn. Now it's about finding the right stars.
It's tipped. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. Another three for Dallas.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
Passes to Watford. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Outside, Simmons. That shot misses. Great D that time from Powell. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Love to see this commitment from Simmons, taking it to the defense on the inside.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Brooklyn?
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Fires away from way outside. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Brooklyn leading by 15. Here's Finney-Smith. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Long arms, moves the feet well. Johnson, tough on the defensive side.
.137 left to play in the final quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Dinwiddie for 3. They grab their own miss.
Such a great rebounder. Simmons executes that sequence before anyone can react.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Brooklyn.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Mikal Bridges.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Johnson. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Finney-Smith kicks to Johnson. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Bridges passes to Johnson. Finney-Smith. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 19-7 run. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Here's Doncic. On the wing, Irving. Dinwiddie covering. The pass to Lively. Outside Williams. There's a good screen. Three-pointer. Not going to go that time. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team...
tonight. These are two of the brightest young teams in the league.
You know, when it's all said and done, B.A., these are squads that I expect to eventually play for titles. I mean, the talent is there. And, of course, it's all about gaining experience and gelling as a team.
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup. Nicholas Claxton out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Cameron Johnson. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. Reed a screen on Bridges. Edwards a pass to Conley. Takes the 3. Edwards can't hit. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
McDaniels from long range. Towns can't get it to go.
Now, there's your rim protection. That's how you defend the post.
Boy, he really anchors well on the block. Very difficult to back down.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Stolen by Conley. Fast break, Minnesota. Stolen by Bridges. 5-on-3 break. Dinwiddie with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. The offensive rebound. Finney-Smith passes to Claxton. On the wing, Finney-Smith. Reed defending. 5 on the clock. And he makes it. Claxton's got his second basket.
Well, that's just a good possession. Dorian Finney-Smith moving the ball. He's been working on that aspect of his game.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
After joining forces in 2019, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving only ended up playing 74 games together in Brooklyn.
And think about it. Those 74 games were spread over the course of 3 years. Whether it was injuries, off-the-court drama, you name it, it limited their time together. And now the Nets are focused on rebuilding. That was not a successful pairing.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. Outside Johnson. Outside Finney-Smith. Bridges against Edwards. Bridges on the attack. And it's Bridges with the jam.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
Here's Edwards. Shot from the low post is good. Edwards got 6.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Claxton passes to Bridges. Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3 to fall. He's got 7.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Towns outside. The 3 is up. Rebound Brooklyn.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Dinwiddie with it. He's picked up by Conley. Outside Finney-Smith. Pass to Johnson. Offensive board. Claxton. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Johnson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. On the wing, Finney-Smith. Johnson a screen on Towns. Clock at 6. The Nets need to get off a shot here.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Smith, a screen. And Bridges, here we go. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Here's Edwards. No, he's made 3, missed 2 now.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Dinwiddie, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. And it's good. 2 points.
Hey, this guy is competitive, he's tough, and he'll play through contact. Mike Conley doing work inside.
Bridges against Edwards. Bridges passes to Claxton. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Timeout call. Brooklyn.
Timeout. Start it.
Walker for 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
They started this one on a mission to own their offensive rebounds, outworking the defense to win back the ball and get second chance shots.
And they've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
So on the floor for Brooklyn, Cam Thomas out there with Walker. Then it's Ben Simmons. Then it's Trendon Watford. And it's O'Neal in at the 3. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Mikal Bridges is a premier defender. He said, quote, people take it for granted how tough it is to guard the top perimeter players in this league and not be able to really touch them because they're going to get the foul call. You've got to guard these matchups one-on-one, and I think we get taken for granted. BA, he's on point.
Yeah, he does have a point there. Thanks, Allie. You know, Doris, looking at the Timberwolves, they've emphasized rim protection.
BA, this is a theme across the NBA. As much as we see the proliferation of three-point shooting, team's first priority is to protect the painted area because those are the easiest shots. You've got to play to your strengths and employ good defensive philosophy.
Here's Alexander Walker after the basket by Brooklyn. Drives to the hoop and count the basket. He was fouled and he's going to the line for 1 more. So Grant, if you were a GM and you could choose one young player to build around, who would it be?
Wow, that's a great question. I mean, BA, I think you have to go with Victor Wembanyama. I know he's a young fella. He just got drafted. But the upside is so huge for this young man. His talent, his skill, his size. He is the next iteration of Kevin Durant, in my opinion. And I would go with him. He's got a lot of runway in front of him. A lot of years to get better, get stronger, and to win championships.
Now here's Gobert. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Pass to Gobert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Brown for 3. And another 3 from Minnesota.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
O'Neal inside. He's against Gobert. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Well, one advantage of putting the ball in Ben Simmons' hands, he's an unbelievable passer.
That's so true, BA. He has incredible vision, and what's most striking to me is if he rebounds it and goes, the ability to push tempo, the ability to use that incredible vision to put pressure on in transition. It is probably his greatest strength.
Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Gobert.
You see the strong defensive instincts and ability of Ben Simmons right there. He's attached to that shooter.
Here's Watford. And he banks in the layup. And now a 9-point Brooklyn lead.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Gobert inside. Simmons defending. Gobert, no good.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now here's Walker. No made baskets yet. Simmons with a screen on Brown. Walker passes to Thomas. Shot is up. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Here goes Gobert. Nice move. Crafty move. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Boy, Rudy Gobert has really worked to expand his game. Now challenging guys off the dribble drive. My goodness.
And so Gobert nails both of them. And Doris, for Brooklyn, what do you think their biggest challenge will be retooling this roster?
BA, one of the problems they face, they don't own many of their own draft picks. So acquiring key pieces has to come through trades and free agency. And with that, you then have to have the salary cap implications to deal with. This is not easy.
Here's Thomas, and he goes in for the dunk.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Wow, how about the agility of Rudy Gobert, able to take the punishment on the drive and stay with it? That's gorgeous.
Now here's Simmons. He has 6. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Brown. He's got 6. Down low. Here's Anderson. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Here's the pick. It's Walker on the wing. Gobert against Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Well, Ben Simmons at 6'11" with elite hops. That's an easy look.
McLaughlin pass to Anderson. And now the Nets on the break. Walker for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And they're running. Here's Anderson. Basket counts. Anderson's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, when you're in transition, the pass should lead the break, and that's exactly what was done in easy 2.
And so it's Brooklyn closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back after this word. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Ben Simmons.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. McDaniels and Towns in at the forward slots. And it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Now here's Bridges. Here's Finney-Smith. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
And one of the better defenders in the league, Grant, Mikal Bridges. He'll lock you down.
Oh, he will be often matched up against the opponent's best scorer. And he is just so fierce. But he also helps you generate offense, hitting threes and extending the defense to create room to operate. Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Bridges against Edwards. Bridges passes to Claxton.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
The first one falls. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And Towns has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. A 12-point game. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. On target from range.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
There was a time when star players were traded for a few picks and some quality vets. Now a new paradigm, teams mortgaging their futures for a star and sending away their first-round picks for the better part of a decade. Brian, it's clear for teams going all in, you have to push all of your chips into the middle.
High stakes for sure, Allie. Thank you. Now here's McDaniels. Still without a bucket. Inside. Pass to Reed. Fires from deep. Yes. Great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Claxton. He's got 9. Bridges outside. Back to Johnson. Puts up a 3. And the Nets another 3.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession. Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Bridges passes to Dinwiddie. From the arc. Drills it from deep. Dinwiddie's got 11.
Nice pass by Bridges. Just keeping his options open out there.
Towns a screen on Johnson. McDaniels from long range. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Bridges down low, guarded by Edwards. Bridges misses. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. A slam dunk by Reed.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Dinwiddie against Conley. Outside Finney-Smith. Minnesota's gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. Conley finds Edwards. Conley, a screen on Bridges. And here's Edwards outside. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
They closed the gap over the last few possessions. But can they push through and grab the lead?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
So Brooklyn ends up going with a new group. Walker, a screen on Conley. Thomas passes to Walker. He buries it from 3. Walker's got his first 3 points of the game.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Edwards for 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Oh, that is a stone-cold 3 by the Ant-Man.
Outside Walker. Pass to O'Neal. 20 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 6 on the shot clock. Simmons with a screen on Edwards. Here's Walker. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Here's Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Walker covering. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
No luck on that one. And so it's Brooklyn with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. So on the floor for Brooklyn, Trendon Watford is out there with Royce O'Neal. Then it's Cam Thomas. Then there's Walker. And it's Simmons in at the 5 down low.
Guys, if Ben Simmons can start to make these free throws, I think it opens up a world of opportunity. You don't have to duck the basketball late in game, and if you make a 15-foot jump shot, now you're a real threat.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Bridges with it. Towns covering. Simmons with a screen on Edwards. Finney-Smith off target with the 3. The Timberwolves trail. Right side Conley. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, if you give Mike Conley any kind of position on the interior, he is just crafty enough to finish it.
Brooklyn calls timeout. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Jacques Vaughn had some advice for the team over that last break. He kept it real with his team, telling them, I know you feel good about this lead, but let's not get lazy. Let's not act like this is a sure thing all of a sudden. Looking to keep their focus on the task at hand. Brian?
Thanks for that, Allie.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Yeah, just doing his part. Staying active and converting at a high rate.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
Controls the rebound and the putback.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Claxton, he's checked in for Simmons. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Now here's Edwards. Rebound Brooklyn. Claxton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Yes! And the foul! Reed. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
Now here's Bridges. Pass to Claxton. Three-pointer. And Bridges good for 3.
How about the range from Mikal Bridges? Not intimidated by the extra distance.
Edwards a screen on Johnson. McDaniels from long range. The rebound by the Nets.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Pass to Claxton. Launches it. And the Nets another 3.
Making plays at both ends of the floor. And it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Finney-Smith. Now here's Claxton. 4 on the clock. Back to Finney-Smith. The 3 is up. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And so they foul intentionally. To the middle to stop the run, and he dunks it down.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Pass to Bridges. And here's Claxton. Screen by Claxton. Beyond the arc. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. And Towns has got the ball here for Minnesota. They trail by 14. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 6 so far in the 4th. Here's the 3. Johnson passes to Claxton, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Nets.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Mikal Bridges.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
O'Neal, he's checked in for Finney Smith. 54 seconds left in the game.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Here's Edwards. The rebound by Bridges.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
And Doris, Anthony Edwards has lived up to the expectations. He continues to get better each year.
He does, BA, and let's remember, as a former #1 pick, that carries a lot of weight and responsibility. But Ant is a guy who embraces that pressure. He wants the spotlight, and he puts in the work to be great. His future is bright.
That one goes. Count it.
That, to me, is about Karl Anthony Towns carving out position on the interior. Such a pretty play.
From deep. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Edwards looking for an opening. Right wing. Towns for three. So we see the Nets taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked.
positions, boasting plenty of talent.
And you think about it, Kevin, the skill level of today's players arguably at an all-time high. But nothing like guard skills to help you put on a show.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. The star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. Jones is out there with Williams, and it's Lively in at center. Now Doncic, after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. Mavericks with the rebound.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now here's McDaniels. For three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
McDaniels with the big answer.
Lets it go with the three. Reed with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Incredibly for the Minnesota Timberwolves, Clark, the 2004 playoffs are the only time they've won a series.
You know, Kevin, with Kevin Garnett, they had a few 50-win teams and some excellent coaches. That just tells you, I think, how hard it is to win in this league. Luka's peripheral vision off the charts. Get wide open, and he's going to find you.
Pass to McDaniels. Three-pointer. Good on the triple. McDaniels got 6.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And Edwards with a clear pass.
Oh! Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Jones slams it home.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And that one's good. Towns.
It's such a luxury to have a big man like Towns who shoots so efficiently from outside.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Towns throws it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket. It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Kicks to McDaniels. Spins and finished off by McDaniels.
What a move by McDaniels, showing the defense how nimble he is when he wants to be.
And the Mavs consult Luka before any major move now. Rare for a player so young to have that much say.
Yeah, you know, I don't know how much I agree with that, but given Luka's stardom and in the day and age we're in, he is Dallas going forward. And to some degree, I think perhaps he has earned the right to have a say in who he's going to team up with.
Got that one up quick. 7 points in the game.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
With the drive, and Edwards with the stop.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Doncic passes to Lively. It's stolen by Edwards. Towns with it. Williams picks him up. Puts up a 3, and another 3 for Minnesota.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
Stolen by Reed, and stolen by Williams. Jones, no one around him. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 12. It's Edwards on the wing. Launches it. Connects from three-point range. Edwards got 12 points in the game.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. McDaniels finds Conley. Fade away. The shot by McDaniels, no good. Here's Jones. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Fires from way outside. Conley. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow! Anthony Edwards has been leading the... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, how about the transition game, too? I mean, that's been another key for them, moving the ball quickly up the floor. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. The front court is McDaniels and Towns. And it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
Doncic knows he's the focal point of the defense, so really good to see him find the open man.
What a special opportunity Dallas has with a generational talent, Clark, like Doncic.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, he's special. And I think the Mavs need to do something with his presence in terms of building a competitive team around him, because Doncic expects to be in the playoffs every season.
Now, here's McDaniels. He's got 14. Clock at 6. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Conley with the 3. Rebound by Williams.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Doncic. Hasn't made one yet. The kick out to Irving. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Kyrie Irving, what a touch from deep.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Irving looking for an opening. That cuts the lead to single digits. Irving's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Mavs. For 3, Edwards. Towns kicks to Conley. Fires the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
And that one's good, Irving.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. In 2022, LeBron James joined Michael Jordan as the only NBA players who are also billionaires. But with the growth in player salaries, that's probably going to change. In fact, for those players entering the league now, every rookie class may contain 1 or 2 future billionaires. Good work if you can get it, Kevin.
Yeah. No kidding, DA. Thank you. Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. Troy Brown's checked in for Edwards. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Mike Conley. You know, Clark, I have to say, it seems like the college game has seen a little bit of a shift in recent years. You cover it. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, the game, much like the pro game, has become a little more perimeter-centric. The three-point shot has been a huge part of the game's evolution. And so you see more teams playing to space the floor and take advantage of the three-point shot. Not nearly as much back to the basket post play. So I do think the game has changed. And not necessarily good or bad. I think it's just different.
Mavericks trail by 13. Hardaway for 3. It's hauled in by Brown.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and it was maybe a step out of his range.
Powell, no one around him. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Brown wide open. He fires. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's Exum. Off target from outside. Timberwolves leading by 10. The pass to McLaughlin. From the arc. Knocks down the three ball. McLaughlin's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Kleba with a screen on Brown. Exum with a wide open look. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
It's good from long range.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
This is Hardaway's game. A quick trigger shooter who wants to score as often as possible.
Here's Gobert. Tries again. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And so it's Minnesota going into the break with a 10-point lead. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
On the floor for Dallas, they've got Seth Curry. Actually, Kleba is out there with Powell. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr., and it's Exum in at the 2 spot. And that one's good.
Towns is so dangerous in the paint. He's got the ability to just muscle through most any defense.
And with Towns, we're looking at one of the best three-point shooting big men in the NBA, Clark. He is something to watch.
He really is, and when you add in everything else he does, Kevin, he's one of the best players in the league, period.
Now Edwards, after Dante Exum's three-pointer that didn't go, from deep. That's his 5th miss of the game. He has made 6 of his 11 shots. The 3 hits it from three-point range. Exum's got it back down to within single digits for the Mavs. The Timberwolves shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Edwards, that's good.
The competitive fire of Anthony Edwards, admirable, going right back at him.
Now, here's Exum. Defense right on him. That's to Curry. There's the triple. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Reeves got his 5th rebound in this one. Mavericks trail by 12. Hardaway, no good. Hardaway against Towns. Towns, a screen on Curry. And here's Conley outside. To the wing on the left. Here's McDaniels. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one.
A guy who wants to make a big impact. McDaniels is just going off.
Dallas, no good that time either. Minnesota leading by 15. Towns dishes to Conley. Towns sets the pick for Conley. Now here's Reed. Kleba defending. Towns for 3. Powell pulls it in.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And after making the playoffs a few years in a row, the Dallas Mavericks, Clark, missed the cut in 2023.
Yeah, disappointing end to their season on multiple levels. And given the history of the Mavs, I would expect them to bounce back and get headed in the right direction soon.
Hardaway from outside, kept alive. Basket counts. Powell's got 5 points so far.
Boy, intensity always a good thing, and Powell brings it solid to getting after offensive rebounds for his team.
Edwards can't hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Timberwolves have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Timberwolves passing it around. Beyond the arc. Towns, the pass to Edwards. Fires from deep. Minnesota gets it back. And a new shot clock of 14 seconds. They swipe it. Powell kicks to Kleba. To the middle. Towns with the steal. No one near Edwards as he lets it walk. And he gets it to go from the corner.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Kleba, no good. Timberwolves leading by 15, and that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Minnesota?
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
You know, something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's his first trip to the line.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
Clark, last season, Minnesota's talent was undeniable. But the results weren't there.
You know what, Kevin? They just had trouble puzzling all the pieces together. I mean, this season wasn't a failure by any means, but the outcome didn't match the high expectation.
To the left wing. Here's McLaughlin. Sinks the three-pointer. McLaughlin's got 6.
Gobert can look over the top of just about any defense right there. Delivers a nice pass.
Irving misses. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Lets it go from deep. McLaughlin, the pass to Brown. Here's Alexander Walker. Puts up a deep 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves finding a 15-point. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Kyle Anderson, also Rudy Gobert out there, and it's McLaughlin in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Not just range, but confidence, too. Irving can capitalize from way downtown.
Here's Alexander Walker. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Jones tries in, and it's Jones finishing it off.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Minnesota leading by 12. From past the arc. Gobert the screen. Here's McLaughlin. Offensive rebound. Passes it to Alexander Walker. The 3 ball. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Jones finishing it off.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
And so it's Minnesota with it, following the score by Dallas. And here's Brown outside, nailed from three-point land. And the Timberwolves lead by 13. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And it's Jones finishing it off.
And on the surface, it might seem questionable to attempt a dunk like that when they're trailing, but I think he's just trying to give his team a spark.
And what a dunk it was.
Well, I tell you what, it is a joy to watch this guy go skydiving.
Edwards finds Reed. Just 5 to shoot. This one for 3. He can't get that one to fall.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Buries it from three-point range. He can score from anywhere, whether it's pulling up or driving the lane. McDaniels is up to the task.
Irving for 3. Here's Lively. Out to Doncic. And he lobs it up. Tries to save it, and that's going to be a travel.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's McDaniels. Back to Conley. Puts up a deep 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
It's Conley's ability to hit the long ball that makes him such an asset. Stretches the floor and creates space.
And it's Irving missing. Timberwolves leading by 17.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Timberwolves.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
Here's Jones going inside, and it's Jones finishing it off.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
58 seconds left in the game. Here's McDaniels. His three-pointers off the mark. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. No good from Irving.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Outside, Towns. Drives to the hoop. And Towns throws it down.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Down low. Out to Conley. Lets the 3 fly off target. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability. Thank you for that, David. And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg